Now I say something about North Langley that I think will impact every one of y'all.
Yeah.
You know, he was always a working person. He always had 3 or 4 jobs. He was smart too because he knew he had a lot of children, so he got a job at a grocery store called Big Star at the time. So he could always bring home some food. So one day, I knew Dad was going to go to work that Saturday morning. And so if I went to work with him, I know I could make a couple extra dollars. So I said, Daddy, can I go with you tomorrow? He said, yeah, you can go with me. I said, what time you leaving? He said, I'm going to be leaving about 7 o'clock. I said, okay, wake me up. He said, no. He said, if you want to go with me, you're going to have to get up out the bed on your own at 7 o'clock and meet me at the door. And we're going up there together. So I knew I wasn't going to be able to wake up on my own. So what I did was I slept down at the foot of his bed and tied my foot to his. I did. I tied my foot to his, and every time he moved, I woke up. Every time he moved, I woke up. But when he got ready to leave that morning, guess what? I was out that door with him, and it taught me a lesson. You know what I'm saying? If you want something, you got to get up. Don't let him come to a sleeper for the dream. Hard work ain't always gonna get you there, but continuous and steady, you know what I mean, and being, what's the word I'm looking for? Persistency will get you where you want to go. That's what I got to say about Noah Lang. I think he taught me persistence.
He called me Sweet Tea, and I thought that was the grandest name any person could be called. And one day as we was walking from one of his jobs on Moorhead Avenue, he gave me a little necklace with a stone in it. And the stone was called a mustard seed. And he always told me, he said, this little seed grows the tallest tree that you ever seen. He said, and it's one of the strongest trees you'll ever see. He said, and if you believe whatever you believe in, he said, just have the faith that this mustard seed, as small as this mustard seed, he said, anything that you think of in this world that you want or you want to do, you can do it.
My daddy called me Big Shot. And I just, what he did when he was living. He worked hard, so that makes me work hard also.
My daddy always with me. I was just a sport brat. I just had my way with it. I got what I wanted. That's what I know about my daddy.
I remember one time, me and Uncle Hurley, we was in there arguing about something. I think I wanted him to fix me something, and he whooped me. You ain't like it too much, right? My daddy come home.
But it might be good, but you don't tell me what to do. I'm grown, boy. I ain't somebody tell me what I do.
Them boys got the tussling, boy. They got the fight. I ain't know what was going on. But at the time, I was laughing about it, man. It was kind of crazy. I just remember how she raised, her boys to be so strong or whatever, Just kind of admired that about her.
Yeah. Vivian.
Hey.
See what your feet look like there.
Look who's good.
Do we favor?
Come on, all my grandbabies, come on, stand up with me. Come on, fool, look at that girl with the dog. Don't put that dog on me, y'all.
Come on, take it.
No boys.
You taking this dog? Come here, bro.
No boys. I'm not taking no boys.
I just feel you and Cornell.
That's the girl. I ain't taking you, no.
So she called me Nikki. One day, Angie pulled up in the front, beat her little horn, beep, 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 and I was ready to go flying out the door to get the Angie. Man, I went past Grandma, she grabbed my hand so quick. I was like, what, Grandma? She told us, don't go, Nikki. hold my hand. And I was sitting there like, Grandma, I want to go, man. And she said, hold my hand, Nikki. So, man, I sat there and I just held her hand. And I guess Angie knew what was going on, so she stayed out there with me. But I just remember itching to get to Angie. But something just like, stay here and hold Grandma's hand. She was like, hold my hand. I was like 12 years old, I'm going to hold Grandma's hand. So I sat there and hold her hand. She's trying to get that van.
I remember my mama. One day, she bought a frying pan, one of them deep fryers. She said, come here, girl. I said, what is it, mama? You 12 years old. You getting ready to start learning how to fry chicken. I said, oh my Lord. I fried that chicken and I better not have a birthday. And then from there, I've been cooking from there on. She always sat at the table, looking. And don't mess it up.
I wasn't
Amen on that. That's it for my papa. She had me.
I had some wild. I'm good.
Like you been in the field.
Looks like you just got off work.
I'm trying to go feel better tomorrow. See what I What's this fourth generation?
Okay, this is 4 generations right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't know what that is right there. That little black boy. Tell her your name. Tell her your name. He's the ones with the lips that do like this. The ones that might not even know why they do that. I told him it was hereditary. His mother does that too. Tell her what school you go to.
Lakewood.
Say, I go to Lakewood School.
I go to Lakewood School.
I'm blank years old.
I'm like years old.
I'm 5 years old.
I'm 5 years old.
Tell me your birthday.
So what I remember about my grandma is just always being there. It was like people always at the house. There was like never a day when it wasn't anybody there. I remember her cooking Sunday dinners every Sunday. You had to worry about any food because you were gonna eat. I also remember one thing especially I remember about her is that I remember I lost $1. You know, being young, you think $1 is a lot of money, and I was like devastated, like crazy devastated. And I remember her just giving me my $1 back. And I'm the same way today with little kids. If they lose some money, I'm like, it's okay.
Dog, I lost my 20 around here.
Here, it's $2. It's okay. So I remember that about her, and it made me feel so good.
She was just sitting there. And I remember y'all always putting eye drops and stuff in her eyes. Yeah. And she sitting in a house gown. She'll just sit there and just look. Then talk to her like, come on, mom, put your eye drops in. And she'll hold her head back.
She used to sleep all the time.
She'll hold her head back. And I remember her salt and pepper hair coming down. Gray at the wrist. She just sit there. I think Aunt Dickie looked like her the most. She do. Aunt Dickie, I favor her the most out of all of them. So yeah, I look at Aunt Dickie, I think of Grandma Finley. But that's how I remember her, just sitting there, sitting in a circus chair in the house.
In the front door.
Yeah, and she'll just sit there.
I got one, bitch. You know, this is, I'm going to take y'all back a little bit. This was back during the Civil Rights era, just before Martin Luther King got killed. And there was a lot of things going on, a lot of turmoil, you know, a lot of picketing and, you know, jobs, you know, wanting no jobs. It was just turmoil. It was a lot of stuff going on for black folks. And then all of a sudden Martin Luther King got killed. And we just started riding, burning everything, tearing everything down, and finally when the 82nd Airborne Division came in and brought the right, you know, and put a curfew on Durham, and we went home, and I was at home, I was sitting at the table, and I was talking to her about it. And I never did call her mama, I don't know why, but I called her Veme or either Suge. And I said, Suge, I said, tell me something. I said, what's gonna happen to us? I said, what is going on? What is gonna happen to us? How we gonna make it? And she looked at me and she said, don't even worry about it. Because all my boys is going to make it. You know? And that just soothed me down. I'm just saying that because that just calmed me down, gave me all the confidence I needed to move forward.
JJ.
So I remember, the kids is my age, Crystal, Denise, Josh, LaVar, DeWarren, Peyton. All of us was down at Grandma's house, and we love to play outside in the yard. And so Grandma got to a point where she wanted somebody with her like every second to the minute. And so we would take turns going inside, like stop our playtime, and one of us would like tag and then go in and hold her hand while the others out and playing. So we'd just be timing each other, like, okay, it's your turn. And so that's one thing I remember about Grandma. And I also remember how she used to send us to the store to get the grape, what is it? The fruit punch. Yeah, that fruit punch. Fruit punch. Yeah. She loved them.
And
the peanut britches.
Yeah, really.
That's something about my grandma.
We used to sing like we be tagging, being there holding her hand for 3 hours, right? Ain't number 5 minutes past. Like, damn, man, it's my turn to go back outside.
Remember she let all of us run through the house? Yeah. And when Rod ran through the house, she stuck her cane out and clipped them.
She tied it.
Everybody had
Go to the back.
with the stick. No, when she was sitting on that box and fell off.
You remember that bitch? She had all us sitting on the couch. I don't know, she wouldn't let us move. She had us lined up on the couch and she was sitting on the box asleep. And she was rocking. We were like, she fall. We ain't gonna say nothing. She gonna fall. And she lean and she would catch it. She would lean and she would catch it. And that third time she just kept leaning. She was like, boom. And she looked out, she was like, you bet not laugh. Man, it took her forever to get her up out the floor. And she got back on the box and she sat down. She straightened her clothes and she said, now you can laugh. Man, we died laughing.
One thing is she didn't play about her money either. She
Oh,
got
no.
that little black billfold, and then look at here. I don't play either. Grandma told me well.
And that cedar chest.
Okay, Grandma ain't play about her
Yeah,
coins.
cedar chest with a lock on there and a key.
Yeah. She ain't believing
Oh,
no banks.
that's that box. That's the box you're talking about.
Yeah, she was sitting on it.
See if it stays.
Sitting there sleep. She wouldn't let us sleep. It's like time we try to sneak up. She would wake up.
What was that stuff she used in that green can? Was it looked like some oil or something? What did she keep in it? I don't know.
I remember that. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what
Wherever mom and daddy got the argument, we ran over there or over Deacon's house.
I know her skin was always soft. She used to just rub her arm.
Yeah, I know y'all, most people didn't know
I
Margaret.
stayed there all the time.
And Lee Arthur.
I couldn't breathe.
And no one. The only people can speak to them is Uncle Vern and my mama. Because y'all didn't know, I don't think nobody knew them.
Arthur, mom said that's the only one would keep you. So he had you on that bike. He be drunk and coming down King Street with you on the handlebars. I said that's if somebody should have called CPS because you shouldn't have left me with him knowing he was drunk riding the bike and had me on the handlebars. He the only one to keep you.
I remember Aunt Wanda used to love to tell a story. I must have heard it 100 times when I lost my breath down at Grandma's. I was playing in the socket.
Oh, you
and
shot all us.
And she said I was trying to cry, but Lee Arthur was the only one who, I guess he blew his breath in my mouth, and I came to. But that's what she said, it was the liquor. She said it was the liquor that brought me back.
Man, one of us got shot. It was me, him, and Tonyo and Becky.
No, I'm going to tell you what I remember
Chase
about.
the roach in the wall with the butter knife. Mitch chased the roach in the wall. And he had touching, looking. He was gonna get it out. So when he stuck it in, he got shot, and all the rest of us got shot, and the whole room lit up blue. You remember that? All y'all was sitting in the other room, the TV room. We was in in the room where the front door was at, by the kitchen door. That wall socket right there. Mitch gonna take the butter knife.
Why y'all all touching each other?
Because we was looking, and he was down. Well, he had already been doing it, and we was like huddled up, like, looking. So while we huddled up looking, he must have hit some wires because he had already had the butter knife in there and nothing happened. But when he did it again, something happened.
The second time.
Hey, don't do that house.
Let me tell you what I remember. Lee Arthur, Uncle Lee Arthur, in the bed. Y'all remember this? I know Daphne and Deacon remember this. We used to love to play tricks, right? So we would go and play tricks on him. He'd go to sleep, He had wit. He'd go to sleep. We go get some mayonnaise, and we would take the mayonnaise and just put it in his hand. Right? And then we get a straw out the broom, and then we would act like it was a spider crawling on his face. And then he would used to slap himself while he was asleep. Yeah, we were bad kids. So it would be like mayonnaise all over his face. So one day, I think he kind of he's like, okay, I'm gonna get them back. We got some mayonnaise put in his hand. We got a straw out the broom and was rubbing his face with it. He was like, bam! He
went round the world on that.
Boy, that thing was so funny. That was it. That never happened again.
But he went all the way around the world, got all of it.
All of it.
That's so hard.
Now, y'all, this is not the last one, but look, I gotta tell y'all about this one. Definitely Aunt Margaret, Juju Mama. She used to sing this song, used to scare us to death. You remember that song, Daphne? This song, we like, oh, death come knocking at your mother's door and said, come on, mother, are you ready to go? And my mother scooped down and she buckled up her shoes and she moved on down by the rivers and trees and she shouted, hallelujah, I have been redeemed. She said, Lord, done my duty, got on my traveling shoes. And then she go all the way down. Oh, death, keep going to the other. Come on, Father, are you ready to go?
She got to say what she said. What the devil? The devil knocking at the
done my duty. Got on my traveling shoes.
And the devil hollering, ain't done my duty, ain't got no traveling shoes.
That was Juju Mama.
I thought y'all said she was the nice one.
She really nice, but she sing that song.
Bro, you have seen that song.
I put the hat in the sleeve. Take care of all the children.
Bake the cakes.
Yeah,
but she could tear pineapple upside down pineapple cake. She could bake. She could bake.
No, Gail the one took care of all of them.
Gail killed her.
That's how we named her. That's how we named her Mom Beat her.
When she
Gail beat the fool out of her.
She used to beat you
said
me.
She put some hot stone water on my head.
We used to call her.
She couldn't go out with cornmeal. Mama made a tin to me wash our hair. So I went first. Wash my hair and I say, wow! I say, female! So what's wrong? I said, girl, put hot water in my head. Well, she ate me a little bit left and right. Every which way. She's going to come in on
Well, Angie used to do me like that when she braid my hair. She didn't want to.
Oh, no. Let me tell y'all about Angie and me. That's Crystal. Angie used to keep me when Penny would go to school and work whatever. And Angie was sitting on the little seat chest. Y'all talking about mama sitting all the time. But one of either dad or mama, one of them had a stick. They had sitting up on the shelf. Mitch got mad for doing something. Do something else. Hit that cup and just say, I know. She raised her hand up on the spit. I never forget that. But we laughed so hard. And she like, I know him on the spit. It was all there right at the top of her head. Yeah, that was gross, but it was so funny.
I remember when she eat that red dirt.
I remember that. I used to love to eat dirt.
That red clay dirt. Because y'all came up, it was grass. When we came up, it was dirt. There was no grass.
Yeah.
It was dirt.
All the children
And we used to get out there and dig in the ground and get that red clay dirt and be out there.
What about Memorial Service? Not about me.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Alright. Get up off of my hip. Cause I'm Langley with the fort. And I'm gonna drink this beer. What? Give me another shot.
This is too high.
What do y'all have to say?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. All right. 1990.
Happy New Year.
1990. Get out of this microphone.
I think I remember specifically about 1212 Kent Street. It seemed like everybody lived there at some point. That's what I really like. That it seemed like no matter what anybody needed on the West End, they could always come to 1212 Kent Street and get it.
No, I was just saying I have a lot of footage from my Aunt Gail that I don't see that often. I was telling Krista I pulled up some footage of her 4-year-old birthday. She was 4 years old. And as I but in looking at the footage, it just brings back so many memories because I see Miss Bradley. Miss Bradley's in the footage. Miss Leatrice, you know, everybody knows that. Miss Leatrice kept cakes and played for us. I got footage of Candyman and all these people who was just part of our family, our West End family. So
Can't forget Walmart.
Bobby. Yep, Bobby. I got plenty of footage of Bobby. You know, cleaning the house. Grandma,
running out that hot water.
We had a maid.
Bobby could run
Grandma
some
had a
water.
maid. We didn't have maids.
Yeah, the sure did.
A live-in made it there.
So Bobby kept him a can of soup in his pocket too.
For me, it was just a golden
Go get him
experience.
something out of the cabinet and stick it in his pocket.
Well, like I said, for me, it was just a golden experience that not many people get to have. I know my kids don't have the same experience. You know, we're all doing better, and that's great. But it can't. Nothing can replace that family, that love, that connection, that togetherness. So I just want to say that.
You don't like that? Go ahead, get out of the way.
Well, I'm with you.
Get up. I gotta get used to the camera. Get up.
I'm feeling you.
Can you see her good? Can you see her? All right. I got you doing some karate. So how you been, Sheila? Fine. Good. Keep with me. I can't hold you. Come on here. Hey, that thing. Ow! That thing Sunday's way longer than Monday.
Yeah, my mother-in-law, she was a real sweet lady. I know they say the first impression is a lasting one. When I met her, she was the same throughout. Very quiet, low-key, laid back. I come over, she want me to shampoo her hair, I do little things for her, we sit, we talk, and stuff like that. It's like she know me all the while and just welcome everybody to the family. So really I appreciated that. That meant a whole lot. And I tell her that all the time. I know sometimes people say, well, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. And I tease him sometimes. I said, well, you fell from the tree. No, but I'm just saying that to say that your mother was a very, I'm not saying he's not a sweet person, but she had her own personality and she was very sweet. She was always the same. Okay, whenever I came around, she was always the same. Whenever we wanted to talk, and I talked, I was a girl that talks and everything. But it was nothing bad, it was all good. And she was just like a mother figure to me. And I tell her, I tell her that all the time.